Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. It's time to take a look at the Lofree Dot, the wireless mechanical keyboard inspired by the TypeWriter. Now, it is available on Indiegogo right now. I will link to it down below, and I've been using it for a little while, actually. Lots of thoughts on it. Also, almost forgot, going to give away a couple, actually. So all you have to do to enter, go click that subscribe button on my channel, and then go ahead and drop a comment on this video. I'm going to pick a couple random commenters at some point this weekend. I'll just reply to you, say, hey, let me know where to send one of these guys, and you can win. So go ahead and drop a comment, click that subscribe button, and you're entered. The Lofree Dot comes in three colors. You have a turquoise, a white, and a black. And you'll see I have a nice little red accent on the Backspace key. And this is the only one with an accent. Otherwise, the keys are going to be all black. Anyways, as you can see, similar, somewhat of a style to a TypeWriter in terms of circular keys. That'd be a big one. Let's take a look at the right side, which is where all of your functions are. And you'll see Bluetooth on and off. You can switch from Windows, Android to Mac and iOS. So it is compatible with all of those. And I will show that off in just a second. It's one of my favorite features about this. And of course, a micro USB port to charge it, or if you'd like to do it the old-fashioned way and actually plug it into your computer. Anyways, here is the cable. See USB-A to micro USB, and one nice thing about the micro USB slot is that when you plug it in, it is pretty form factor to the keyboard itself, so it doesn't necessarily stick out. It kind of stays in formation to the keyboard, so you can kind of curve it around or anything. It doesn't actually have to stick out, and you have to curl the cable. And because it is one of my favorite features, I'm going to show how easy it is to quickly swap between various devices and platforms. So I have an iPhone, Google Pixel for Android, and a Windows computer. And it is connected to my Windows right now, so if I say hi there, it is typing now on my Windows. And now without breaking any cutscenes or anything, I want to show off how quickly it can actually swap between the two. So now, very simple. I have all of them synced, at least connected via Bluetooth, and you have three options, 1, 2, and 3. And to quickly swap, all you really have to do is hit function 1, and I believe that's the Android device. Yeah, you'll see the keyboard drop down, and I could say, hey, how's it going? And it worked just fine. Perfect. Backspace all the way. Now, if I want to swap over to my iPhone, function 2, I think that's the iPhone. And you'll see the keyboard dropped down, the keyboard popped up. This is a test of the keyboard. Boom. Perfect. And then if I want to swap back, I can hit function 2, and now it should drop up to Windows. If I hit enter, oh, I'm sorry, not function 2, function 3, maybe? Let me double check that. Yep, function 3. There, sorry, I got my numbers all mixed up. You can see, working just fine. Very easy to pair as well. That is one thing. All you really have to do is press function, press and hold, a number, 1, 2, or 3, and it syncs to that device with that specific number. And here's a closer look at that layout, and also make note down at the bottom here, there's a command button and also a Windows button, so don't worry, it functions as both. And then moving on over, you'll see it says Lofree down at the bottom. Just a very nice looking keyboard, of course, taking on that TypeWriter look and sound. I'll talk about sound in just a second. But anyways, you do have a few options for backlight. You just go ahead and hit function, and it gets a little brighter and darker as well. 2, 3, so 3 options. I always have it on all the way bright just for the sake of my usage, and it seems like battery life has been very good. I get probably just about a week of pretty standard use when swapping between some devices and typing up emails, articles, all that good stuff. And here's also a look at the bottom with 4 rubber pads to protect it. Also adds a little bit of grip. And of course, these top rubbers add an angle to it. So the keyboard has about a 6-degree angle. The arrow buttons are also a little bit different in terms of getting used to them. You'll notice that the up button is actually shifted a little bit to the right. It's not terrible. If you're going to be trying to play games with these arrow keys, just save yourself the hassle and don't. Just gaming on this keyboard in general is really not the best. It's really not made for that. It's very easy to press multiple buttons at once. It's hard to kind of individualize the buttons. So gaming is a no-go on this keyboard. One thing I really want to make note of is that backspace button. And even now, after using it for a while, I still find myself pressing this plus equals button as opposed to the backspace. I really wish this was just combined and have a different way to actually change the layout, because this backspace button is just a little bit too small for my liking. I always find that I need to really reach up there for that backspace key, and it's just a little bit of a pain. Here's just a bit of a closer look at the keys on the Lofree dot. Flipping them over, you'll see the shift key is 2 separate slots. And here's just a look underneath the keys as well at the various functionality of them. If I go ahead and drop down the lighting, there it is in darker lighting. You can go ahead and see that action. And then of course, if you drop that shift key back on, you'll notice that if you press on the right side, it does shift over to the right or to the left, no pun intended there. But singularly, I actually do kind of like them. They are a little bit loud. Let's do a volume test. Okay, so my mic is right up here, and there's a chance I might bump up the audio so you can get an idea of what it's going to sound like. I'll make an annotation if I do, but let's go ahead and test it out. Now, overall, in terms of functionality, I find I make more mistakes on this keyboard than I would a standard mechanical keyboard, but that's kind of what you sacrifice for the style. So some standard typing, hey there, how are you doing? And then the shift key being so small on the right side, I find that I will sometimes accidentally press the arrow up or accidentally miss it. And like I mentioned, that backspace key is a little bit difficult to get used to as well, it being so small, but that's just is what it is. With these smaller keys and smaller form factor, though, it does make it fairly portable. So it's really not that big of a deal to carry with you. Of course, with no cables attached to it either, it's really nice to just kind of set down. Battery life has been very good. After about 5 minutes, it goes into sleep mode. To wake it up, you just tap a key, and it wakes up almost instantly and reconnects almost instantly as well. So I've been very pleased with that. Just the amount of accuracy and functionality to the keyboard just lacks a little bit, and like I mentioned, you get that really cool, neat little style, very unique as well. You don't see many keyboards with this type of typewriter style. So let's go ahead and try one more. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe and comment to enter in the giveaway. You can see, pretty flawless right there. A bunch of exclamation points. There you have it. So, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, click that thumbs up as well. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.